Hello everyone, my name is Vitor and welcome to my YouTube channel Portuguese Vitor. Hello guys, so this is the third video. I really recommend you watching the other two ones before watching this one, because this is a series of courses that I'm going to give you in Portuguese. And if you start from this video, it's going to be a little bit weird. So take a look at the other two ones. I will put it here, okay? First of all, I would like to teach you definite articles. Have you ever seen definite articles before in Portuguese? No? So let's start now. Definite articles, they are the same as the one you have in English. De. In Portuguese we have four. O, a, os, as. O and a are for singular, and os and as are for plural, okay? For example, if I want to say the boy, in Portuguese, boy is menino. Menino is masculine, so I want to use the masculine article, o, and singular, o menino. If it was a girl, feminine, I had to use the feminine article, a menina. If I had two boys, both of them are masculine, I had to use os meninos. And if I had two girls, I had to put as meninas. Okay, so when it's masculine, o or os. And then it's feminine, a or as. For plural, as, os. For singular, o, a. Right? And the definite articles, they are used before a noun to make sure it's a no noun. The boy, o garoto, that specific boy. It's not a boy, it's the boy I know. Now take a look at this test here. I will read it, but don't be scared if you don't understand anything. I will read it, and at the end of this class, you will surely understand everything here. So let's keep going. Eu moro em Brasília, no Brasil. Tenho 30 anos. Eu sou dentista. Sou casado e tenho 2 filhos. Now take a look at this first phrase here. Eu moro em Brasília, no Brasil. The first thing you can see here is the verb morar. You already know how to conjugate it. If you don't remember how to conjugate, take a look at the second video here. I will put it here. Now you can conjugate by yourself. But if you don't want to conjugate, I can help you now. So let's take a look. Eu moro. Você mora. Ele, ela mora. Nós moramos. Vocês moram. Eles ou elas moram. This verb means the same thing as to live somewhere. For example, I live in a big house. Eu moro in a big house. To live somewhere. Okay, now how that you know how to use the verb morar, let's take a look at our prepositions of place. So we have 5 prepositions of place. We have em, that are used for cities. For example, I live em Brasília. I live em Nova York. However, we have 3 exceptions that are really known in Portuguese. We have Rio de Janeiro, we have Havana, and we have Cairo. Take a look at these 3 ones and make sure you know them, because they are almost all of the exceptions of this rule. And for these exceptions, and for countries, continents, regions, and islands, we have to use no, na, nos, nas. When do I use no? When no is for a masculine word. For example, a masculine country, a masculine continent, a masculine region. For example, we have Eu moro no Brasil. It's a masculine country, Brasil. Another masculine country would be Paraguay. Eu moro no Paraguay. It's a masculine country either. And na we use it when it's a feminine word, when it's a feminine region, a continent, or a feminine country. For example, we have na França. Na França. It's a feminine country. For example, Europe. In Portuguese, we call Europa. It's feminine. Eu moro na Europa. And when we have a country that has a name in the plural, we have to use nos. For example, United States is in the plural. So, eu moro nos Estados Unidos. And nas, the last one, we use for something really different. For example, islands. Because islands in Portuguese is the plural and the feminine. Like Falklands. Do you know the islands Falklands? In Portuguese we call it Ilhas Malvinas. And if you live in Falklands, you have to say eu moro nas Ilhas Malvinas. Now let's go to the second phrase here. We have tenho 30 anos. Take a look. There is no personal pronoun before tenho, the verb tenho. Why? Because in Portuguese there is no need to use the personal pronoun before the verb. The verb conjugation is going to say which kind of person you are using. For example, tenho is the only conjugation for the first person in the singular. So let's take a look at the conjugation of the verb ter. That means in English, to have. Eu tenho, você tem, ele, ela tem, nós temos, vocês têm, eles, elas têm. The verb ter is really important because it helps you with future conjugations of more complex verbs. So start to have this verb in mind if you want to continue learning Portuguese. Continue, we have 30. Eu tenho 30. 30 is a number. If you don't know how to use the numbers, take a look at the other video I made here. And take a look how to use the numbers in Portuguese. And 30 is the number 30. And anos means years old. Take a look. Eu tenho 30 anos. There is no need to say anything more than that. I have 30 years. There is no need to put old before and after that in Portuguese. Going on, we have eu sou dentista. You've already seen the verb ser. Now you're learning a new word here, dentista. So then, dentista is a profession. In Portuguese, to choose between a profession, you have to see if it's feminine or masculine. How do I know if a profession is in masculine or feminine? Usually, we have the masculine professions. They have their endings in a lot of letters. For example, o is the main rule for masculine. O. For example, engenheiro. It's masculine, engenheiro, and it means engineer. And we have other ones ending with consonants. For example, professor, that means teacher, and juiz, that means judge. And they have the other ones ending with e. For example, presidente, that means president. And all of them are masculine. And to change it into a feminine word, you have to put an A in the end of them. For instance, engenheiro, engenheira. Professor, professora. Juiz, juíza. Presidente, presidenta. But take a look. Dentista. I'm a man and I'm saying dentista. That ends with an A. So this is an exception that all the nouns that ends with an A, they are both masculine and feminine. And what's going to What's going to switch it into masculine or feminine? The article. For example, o dentista, the dentist, the masculine dentist. A dentista, it's a feminine dentist. We have jornalista. A jornalista, feminine. O jornalista, masculine. And the last phrase, we have sou casado e tenho 2 filhos. Sou is the verb ser, you already know. Casado is a word of marriage. So casado or casada, the feminine, is the same as married. And we have some other words for this kind of situation. For example, solteiro, solteira. Single, solteiro masculine, solteira feminine. We have namorado, boyfriend, and namorada, girlfriend. We have either esposa, wife, esposo, husband. We have separado or divorciado, separada or divorciada. That means divorced. The last part here, tenho 2 filhos. That means I have 2 children. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to like it, to comment down below, to share with your friends if you want them to learn Portuguese. And if you're watching this in YouTube, don't forget to take a look at my Instagram account. And if you're watching it in Instagram, take a look at my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.